Are you a software engineer looking to get remote work from any other country, or probably willing to relocate for that matter? In this podcast, you'll be able to know exactly how to do this. We will be joined by Mio Sunoda from Dara, Japan, and Zaantu Technologies is in partnership with her to help African developers get work in Japan, either on-site or remote. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Zaantu podcast. So the viewers would just like to know who you are. First of all, so you can just introduce who you are for now.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Mio Tsunoda. I come from Japan. And currently I'm based in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, which is one of the global economic city in Tanzania. And I living for like almost 5 years here and to run some business to empower local and African people and to improve their lives. That's one of my life mission. So I launched in my company in Japan. It's called Dara Japan. And I'm a founder and CEO of Dara Japan. And I dealing with like some social entrepreneur business. Yeah, that's my introduction at first.
Wow, okay, that's a really good introduction. So you came from Japan to Uganda, to Africa, right? So specifically Tanzania. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Why did you leave Japan to come to Tanzania?
Actually, it's gonna be a long story, but if to sum up, one of my first country that I visit in Africa is Egypt, and where I work at pharmaceutical company, Egyptian pharmaceutical company. And I just want curious about how, the medical situation is there. And I really want to know about the differences between Japan and Africans, Yeah. And then I had an experience to work in a pharmaceutical company. And then I realized that the medical condition, medical system is totally different. It's not well established, well operated in there. Even like I saw like the patients who got injured, very bad injured, and they come to not hospital directly. They come to the pharmacy where I work, and even like not pharmacist, not medical doctor, the people who doesn't have any certification, they just get the treatment to this person. When I saw this kind of situation, I was so shocked. It's totally different from the situation in other countries. Yeah. And I've decided that I really want to work in this local situation where I have not well organized, and I want to change the system, the society. Yeah, because I was born and raised in Japan, which is very good conditions, and I want to help the people and empower people who have made the society that's changed. Yeah, that's why I realized that we work in Africa. And then I met one of the Tanzanians who is going to be business partner. Yeah, she was studying abroad in Japan for 3 years something. And we discussed some social issues about Tanzania and Africa, and we inspire each other. And then when she going back to the Tanzania, and we still keep discussing, and we decided to launch the business in Tanzania. So that's how I, meet like the Tanzanian opportunity.
And among some of the things that you've done is to partner up with this person in Tanzania where you're doing business. So I believe you're doing a pharmacy business in that regard, right? Is it a pharmacy business?
It's kind of like to focusing on the sanitary condition, to improve sanitary condition. Yeah. Is also like my research was to like over-the-counter drug to stop not spreading like the fake medicine in developing country like this. So yeah, I dealing with some like to improve sanitary condition. I contract with like medical companies and also to contract with like farmers. Yeah, farmers also dealing with some low materials of the medicine. So, and also we provided some skills, knowledge of how to cultivate the good raw materials. Yeah, and then we doing some like business, not directly about the medicines itself, but they are dealing with something related about medical field. Yeah. I launched the business.
We met last year on an online call in regards to some jobs in Japan, and we actually have a running partnership right now. So I think some of them might actually be interested in knowing about what's going on between what Zaantu is doing and Dara Japan. So you said you started Dara Japan. So Dara Japan, you started in Japan or in Tanzania? Where did the name originate from?
The Japan itself is originated from Japan actually, but I have a branch in Tanzania as well. And also I have some business partner in Africa like you, Zaantu, also Mauritius. Yeah, is other country I have the business partner, so we cooperate together to the each sector.
And what does Dara Japan do in this case?
Yes, we're dealing with many business, but one of the business is to empower like street boys where they're living in Tanzania. They want to seek job opportunity. Yeah. So basically we provide training, human resource training at the site of the Tanzania, which is located in Dar es Salaam. And we have a cafe and the barber shop, in like also selling a clothing of apparel brand, Tanzania original apparel brand. And also we have a studio of recordings and media. Yeah, so these kind of facilities that's supported by local people in Tanzania. And we also give the training to, for example, waitress, like barbers, how to design, web designing to make the clothing, itself. Yeah, that's kind of things also we try to improve their lives in Tanzania, to empower the local people. That's one of the business. Okay. And regarding with the IT sector, we also doing like Imani Hacking Bootcamp, which is providing also IT skills and soft skills in African country. One of the part is also Asian country. That's also if people want to work in Japan, we give the support. Human resource support system, employment system to support work in Japan. Yeah, that's kind of IT skill course. Yeah, we're running for almost 3 years. Yeah, and which is like cooperate with the Zaantu. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, okay. And actually many business I have, but also medical business and the consulting business. Yeah, I'm doing this.
Okay, that sounds good. So specifically for this case, our partnership actually has us partnering with Dara Japan to train people to be software engineers, and those who already are software engineers. So the plan is to help them find jobs from Japan, probably on-site jobs, and then also remote jobs as well. Yeah. So, as you've been on this entrepreneurship journey, what has been the most rewarding part of it? What have you really enjoyed as the highs in this journey of yours?
You mean like is the most exciting part in entrepreneurship? Yeah. Okay. Actually, like the circumstances in Japan is like very stable and very peaceful as safety company. Yeah. But once I reach in Africa, is every day. Something happen every single day. Something happen regarding with the business, because the business condition is not well organized, and but at the same time, I enjoyed the process to empowerment of the human beings, especially is in Africa, because they are very cheerful, very positive, and some people when I talking to some people. They have a really good passion and they really want to change the society. Sure. They want, give some treats in other people, regarding with the, religious, concerning as well. And all of the happening to me is like new, very new to me. Yeah. And all steps are very, I need to overcome all of its steps. Yeah. But that's process I really enjoy. To going up, go forward is for the next step. To change the society, change the process. That's I really enjoy the moment. As entrepreneurship. Yeah.
So business in Africa, it's actually quite exciting because there may be so many challenges in business. but because you're on your toes almost all the time, in a sense, you acquire this resistance to if anything happens, you know what to do, in a sense, and actually you could become even much more resilient, right? So that's the beauty of entrepreneurship here in Africa, but also other parts of the world. And for this case, looking at Dara Japan, what Dara Japan is doing, could you just take us through some of the requirements? So, what is it that someone has to have in order to sort of be qualified to get a job in Japan?
So it's still like ongoing, like processing, in the middle of the processing to how to build a scheme of the going to the Japan and get work job, yeah, as well. But yes, basically, is Japanese situation really and facing like some social issue, like the shortage of IT tech people, IT developers, and also super aging society is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no use in Japan. There's almost aging. Yeah, elderly people is living there, and the youth have like no passion about anything. It just like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Comparing to the African country, they're very energetic and they try to enjoy the life itself. Yeah, that's kind of things I facing the situation is both sides. And then, so to solve this kind of social issue, to lack of the IT developer in Japan,
Yeah.
here in Africa, I feel like many developers have like brilliant skills, like new technology you already learned and just adapted the situation as IT sector. So I feel like I can be a matching between Japanese situation and African situation. Yeah, it's even like use young people in Africa, they are looking for job opportunities.
Okay.
So my idea is just to connect it to the employment, the placement, between Japan and Africa. And it's going to be a good scheme. And also they need to learn this Japanese language itself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But this also can give the opportunity to learn some different cultures. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, Japan is a very unique country. So African people also get some insights, initiative from the Japanese culture, Japanese situation. Yeah, I think I want to become a bridge between Japan and Africa regarding with IT and employment sector.
Cool.
Yeah.
You mentioned something very interesting. You said that so someone has to learn Japanese. Take us through what's the culture like in terms of Japanese. So if you're trying to train someone, teach them Japanese, what are the cultural differences and what do you do to help them adjust to that situation if they're to go to Japan and work from there as a software engineer?
The point is we must know about Japanese culture itself and also people. Japanese people is very quiet and they don't try to say many things. They are not talkative, but they think have some mission and what they want to do in their heart. So they have a strong will, but they don't try to say like in an outstanding way. And also we are cherishing like let's say soul. We have soul, something in our heart. And for example, we need to help other people all the time. And we cherish the harmony as when something happens. And this kind of like Japanese people's characteristic is very unique, actually. It's very hard to explain, but once you come to Japan, talk to Japanese people, you will know. Yes. And so regarding it's like the working in Japanese company, that's characteristic affects that's the working condition, how to adapt their working circumstances in Japan. So basically, they are not trying to say something in an understanding way, which means we must to read the atmosphere. And when you're developing something, for example, we must to report each sector, each event. We must report to the boss, and also. If something happened, we read the atmosphere. Something happened, well, we need to cooperate together. So that's kind of harmony. Yeah, that's not invisible. Yeah, that's we have. We need to get used to. Maybe once people come here, they need to get used to this kind of working style.
Yeah.
But once you get used to it, yeah, they can enjoy, and also you learn it's like different culture that makes your life is more, it's fertilized. So I think, yeah, I can say we must come to Japan. It's very hard to explain. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd actually love to come to Japan as well. Since we have that running partnership, I'm able to actually help software engineers get jobs in Japan. Just one last question. What would you leave as advice for people on the African continent? So, based on your experience as an entrepreneur, what advice do you want to lay out for people who want to go into that role of entrepreneurship, or for those really passionate people who are really trying to do something or change the way things are? What advice do you have for them?
I think you guys, African people, already have the like passions and also have the mindset a little bit entrepreneurship. They run in like small business itself because to live life,
Yeah.
they must have something to do. Yes, and they already have entrepreneurship, I guess, but they like their circumstance makes them realize it's hardly
Yeah.
to improve their life itself. For example, the skills and mindset that affects them to change the society, but they don't realize well because they can't see a long perspective. Yeah. So of course it's good things to like short perspective. They're feeling happiness. They live it for tomorrow, but if they can think about a little bit long-term access, for example, the next year you have some plans, 2 years, 3 years, to think about themselves. Yeah, and if your mindset has changed, and also it's more to think about others as living a life itself. Yeah, they can have the motivated to move forward for the
Yeah.
next step. For example, to launch the business and talk to the business person. You join the community to do something new or something like that. That they must realize something, and also they must believe the skills, also mindset that make their change life, and also they think about long term a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
so of course the balance is important, but I want to suggest them. That's why I provide some soft skill courses as well.
Yeah.
How to become change their lives itself. They must realize like open-minded and long-term perspective. They cultivate. That's very important, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So, you mentioned quite a number of things. Number one is they should think long term. They need to think about the future. You also mentioned that they need to be able to help one another as well, because as you said in Japan, you believe that each and everyone has a soul. So you believe also in helping other people as well. So, thank you so much, Mio. It's been great to have you on this podcast. We don't have so much time right now, but hopefully we'll have you again on this podcast. Thank you so much.